Hey guys, Adam here, owner of DirectionTrader.com. Let's come to you with a morning recap here. It is Monday and it's about 10 after 9 on the West Coast. So 11:10 on the Central Standard Time. So let's start talking about some of these markets. I have some really good updates, with a lot of emails that I received last week. And I want to follow up with some of them and talk about what's happened and why we kept saying what we were saying and end up paying off. But let's start here with the stock index futures. We originally had this thrust last week, guys. Had this nice thrust to the upside, and I said there's one of three things that I'm gonna be looking for anytime you see a nice thrust like this on any time frame, but especially on a daily time frame like we're seeing right here. We got a nice little pop to the upside. We're either looking for one of three things. We're looking for a slow continuation. That's going to lead to more blast off to the upside. We're going to lead to a little bit of sideways action here, which is going to also lead for potentially, more often than not, going to lead for some further leaking to the upside. Typically, maybe not as much as the first example here, but the second one is definitely still bullish. And the third one, anytime you get a big anchor leg like this, you're still looking to the upside. You're somewhat bullish on it no matter what it is, but you may have a pullback. Now, with the 4 stock index futures, we've had a little bit of all of this. And I was curious last week, if you go back to watch the videos last week, we talk about the different ones and the different examples of these pauses that I call after these thrusts to the upside, these pauses. What kind of pause do we get? Do we get one that's bullish, and like example 1, do we get one that's bullish but a little more neutral, like option 2, where we'll see the market leak up just a little bit, or one like option 3, where you could have a possible reversal setting up, or you could have more follow through to the upside. Nonetheless, they're all very bullish simply because of the anchor legs that we're seeing here. All these strong anchor legs to the upside were without a doubt bullish. It's very, very, very rare to see something with a great anchor leg just sell off. This just doesn't happen, guys. What you might see is a sell off, a little pop up, and then a sell off. Now that would be like example 3, where we're a little bit more neutral versus bullish on it. That would be like option 3, where you get a little pullback, a little retest, and then obviously rolls over. But it's very rare that after a nice anchor leg, you're just to see this market crash. So that's the reason we talk about these 3 examples, and we've been talking about them for a couple weeks now. As you can see, we've been having this set up for the last couple weeks now. So let's go ahead and look at these markets. After we go over that, I hope I covered any of you that wrote me emails on this. We did talk about it in the emails, but I just wanted to cover it in this video because I got a lot of people that like to watch this, and I wanted to hit on that. And hopefully some of you can maybe pick some of that up as well. Anyways, so in the S&P, we had a nice push up here. Virtually no push, did we? We got a push up, no pullback. We kind of had that example 1 and 2 coming in. So we were just waiting. Did we know it was going to happen Thursday, Friday, today? We did not know when we were going to have this blast off. All we could do was be prepared. So in this situation, I always say watch them previous day's price levels. You got previous day's highs, previous day's lows, and after you have this anchor, this sideways for a couple days, if we start to break above the highs, look for further upside opportunity. Just wait. Whenever it happens, when you break the highs, go with. And be a little bit cautious if we continue to trade inside the previous day's range until we're able to break in the direction of the anchor leg. So that's what we've been looking for. That's what we've been doing in the live trading room. Today was a huge hit in the Russell. Had a nice big winner in the Russell to start off our day, and then some other opportunities throughout the day, but just been awesome day in trading, and good learning for a lot of people in the live trading room. So this is some of the stuff we covered today, and we talked in detail. Where are we at here on the S&P? We're coming up into that golden 618 here. We have this pullback here, so you got the 618 here. Got a nice target here, seeing we could be running out a little bit of steam either today or tomorrow, taking maybe another little bit of a pause here. It would be nice to see a little bit of a pause, maybe a little pullback, and then we could get another opportunity here in the S&P. Let's move forward to the Russell, the other one. Actually, let's do the Russell last. The Dow, we had a nice pop to the upside, a little bit of a pause, but same way as the S&P. We had this pause that kind of flirted its way to the upside, and then we just had to wait. We were just waiting. And if you zoom in here, you can see that what are we doing? We're waiting for that break. That happened actually on Thursday. You see it break above the highs, and it's been off to the races ever since. So, in the Nasdaq, sorry, I keep hitting that Russell. Nasdaq, we had more of a neutral one, up, more sideways action, but even on a sideways action, you can see it bleeding to the upside and just kind of leaking and falling through to the upside. This is what happens more often than not, is the buyers are in charge and they will remain in charge. So, and then now let's look at the Russell. The reason we were so bullish, mid last week, we were just waiting for this thing to break, is because we had 3 of them dudes that had something like this going on or this going on, and the Russell was actually the one that had a little bit of a pullback, but not even much. This is a 38% pullback, and we talked a lot about this in the videos last week. I got a lot of people responding to me, in several different ways, thinking it's going to roll over. A lot of people trading in my direction, but I always say, I'm trading what I see, not what I think is going to happen. So from this standpoint, I've seen lots of lower highs, lower lows, and we finally broke, for the very first time, we broke some highs, so we got out of this funk to the downside, and we did that at support. We did that at support, plus we had 3 of the indexes that were staying extremely bullish. This is the only one that had the pullback, so we were just looking for awesome opportunity at the upside. We had 38% pullback, we had previous support or resistance, we had moving averages pushing this thing up. We made a video just on this last week, and sure enough, 3 days later, look where we're trading. So awesome opportunity, great learning experience, great learning here for anybody interested in some of this stuff. But from a technical standpoint, these markets are trading very, very technically right now, so they're a lot of fun to trade here. So live trading room has really been bumping here the last couple months, and even though the markets are slow because of summertime, we're still getting some good trading opportunities. So that's it for this morning, guys. I'm just going to go over the stock index futures. Not going to cover anything else. We're getting a little bit long-winded here, so I did want to point out some of this stuff here because I had some emails and I wanted to respond to them in a video fashion and get this out there. And anybody else that find this interesting, hopefully this helps you out. But that's what we've been looking for, and that's why we're looking to come into a little bit of resistance here on pretty much all them instruments. So we're going to be watching the previous day's highs, previous day's lows, and if we trade back down inside the previous day's high or low, we're going to look at trading accordingly to what we do every day in the trading room. So hope these videos help, guys. Hope this gets everybody on the right page, and maybe we can pick something up from these. But that's it for me today. If you guys have any questions, you can always email me. It's adam@directiontrader.com. If not, I will see you in tomorrow's video. Have a good afternoon.